I still remember the day like it had been pressed into my memory with a hot iron, impossible to erase, and somehow, I didn't want to. It was early spring in the small town of Willowbrook, the kind of place where everyone knew each other's names, and news traveled faster than the wind. I'd been working at the local library for almost 3 years, quietly stacking books, answering questions, and pretending that my life was just fine. The truth was I was stuck. At 28, I had already given up on several dreams, writing a book, traveling the world, even something as small as learning the piano. I'd fallen into a cycle of routine, work, home, sleep, repeat. My friends had drifted away into marriages, careers, and adventures, leaving me feeling like I'd missed a bus I didn't even know I was supposed to catch. That's when I met him. His name was Daniel Avery, and he was different. Not different in the way you might think from the title of my story, but in the way that his presence filled a room without demanding attention. He was 55, tall, with silvering hair and an easy smile that made you want to tell him things you hadn't told anyone. He first came into the library on a rainy Thursday afternoon, looking for a book on American history. His deep, calm voice held none of the hurry I was used to hearing from patrons. Instead, he spoke like each word had been chosen carefully. "I'm looking for something by McCullough," he said, resting his hands gently on the counter. I nodded and led him to the history section. He didn't just glance at the shelves. He ran his fingers along the spines, stopping to read titles like he was savoring each one. We ended up talking for over an hour that day. Not about history, but about writing, the changing seasons, and how Willowbrook felt like a painting you could walk into. Over the next few weeks, Daniel became a regular visitor. He'd stop by every Tuesday and Thursday, sometimes checking out books, sometimes just sitting in the reading nook by the big window. And sometimes he'd talk to me. Our conversations grew deeper, life choices, regrets, moments we wished we could redo. He never spoke down to me, even though he had more life experience. Instead, he listened. Really listened. One rainy afternoon, as the soft patter of droplets filled the silence between us, I admitted something I hadn't told anyone. "I feel like I'm wasting my life," I said quietly, staring at the book in my lap. Daniel didn't flinch. He didn't rush to reassure me. He simply asked, "What would you do if you weren't afraid?" The question stunned me. My mind went blank, then flooded with ideas. Travel, writing, painting, but each one came with the shadow of doubt. Over the months, Daniel became a mentor of sorts. He'd share stories from his younger years, not to brag, but to show me that it was never too late to change direction. One Saturday, he invited me to a small art exhibition in the neighboring town. At first, I hesitated. It felt strange, going somewhere with someone so much older, but he reassured me. "Think of it as a field trip," he said with a smile. That day changed something in me. Standing among vibrant paintings and sculptures, I felt a spark of creativity I thought I'd lost. Daniel noticed. "You light up when you're surrounded by art," he said as we walked back to his car. I realized then that he wasn't just helping me pass the time. He was helping me remember who I was before life's weight pressed me down. The so-called forbidden line in my story wasn't romantic or scandalous. It was the line I had drawn for myself, the boundary that kept me in a small, safe box. Daniel was the one who showed me that I could step over it. By the end of that year, I'd signed up for a creative writing course at the local college. Daniel was the first person I told. He grinned like a proud parent.
"See," he said.
"You're already rewriting your story." I still see Daniel from time to time. He's moved to a nearby city, but whenever he visits, we meet for coffee. And every time, I thank him. Not always with words, but with the life I'm living now. Because of him, I no longer feel like I'm just passing time. I'm creating it.